did you get such money?
Alright, and we are back with our playthrough of Sly 2.
Part 2.
Yep. And, so, we are now entering the next stage of our heist. We'll go out with Sly first.
Man, I can only imagine how Bentley moves.
So, let's check out our jobs. We've got Theater Pickpocketing, Moonlight Rendezvous, and Murray's Silence the Alarms.
I like that there's no keys in this game. Those were kind of gimmicky as heck.
Keys? Oh, you mean the treasure keys?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny that you should mention that. I now know what job we're going to do first.
Well, I meant it's not like each boss has, like, you know, those 5 keys. You have to unlock the area, and then 5 more keys to the next area. Mm-hmm. That was a little ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. No money, no treasure, but I'll pickpocket him anyway.
Like a douche. No, sorry, that's terrible.
So, he's got nothing, not worth it.
Can they look up?
Hmm?
Can they look up?
Not really, no.
So it's like Metal Gear Solid, not like Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, where they can cheese you.
I guess so. So yeah,
that game. They changed so much for that remake.
So yeah, like right now he has no chance of seeing me.
I guess that makes sense.
But really, they only look straight ahead of them unless you like make a noise. All right, so this is our job.
Okay, Sly. There's the power boxes which route to the printing press area. To take care of them, I'll need you to put a splice clip.
Man, look at
in
those ceiling
spotlights.
fans. They're out of control.
Sorry, Bentley, but those fans are spinning way too fast to walk on.
They can be slowed down from this
Or are they
control
spinning so
panel, but
fast
you'll
that
have
you
to do
can't
a lot
not
of
walk on them?
pickpocketing to get at it.
No,
The
that
guards
doesn't
are
make
carrying
sense.
special fragile keys that will be destroyed if you attack.
This is
Make
a
sure
common
you
thread
pickpocket their
in
keys
Sly 2 and Sly
before
3
you
is
take those
things
funds
that you
out.
pickpocket that are fragile, which means that you have to pickpocket them. Killing the guards will destroy the keys.
I hate that.
And
like...
also, I don't know why the fan controls would be under 6 keys.
Keep picking his pocket. Sometimes you have to dig a little.
Oh, come on.
Tuh.
Gotcha! Now, once you actually get the key, you can take them out.
Oh, if you're wondering what that sound is, don't mind me. I'm just eating top ramen.
Yep. Okay, so that's the box there.
Oh, it's hot.
Okay, now, let's see. Where are you going? Oh!
Whoa, gosh. It's like
okay.
the pig guards from Forsaken Fortress.
I'm gonna get Wind Waker HD for Christmas.
Don't be a bit. Ah, shoot, I did that one.
I didn't have
come
the
on, you're
original
ruining a
GameCube, so why not?
Yeah, I was gonna make a Herbert joke. No, I won't.
Dimitri on the mic with a shout out to all my nightclub samurai. Stand tall and feel beautiful. I hear there's some raccoon dude giving us static. If you all spot this crack-a-box, bam! Make him...
I like how they give more fanfare to these keys than most things. I mean, I see once maybe, but all 6 times?
Every time you pickpocket something that's not just coins, it shows it.
Much like a Zelda item.
Yeah.
I always hated that. That's the one thing beef I have to give with Twilight Princess. The one thing is when they'd you'd like find a blue rupee and they'd act as though it was important.
Yeah, well, Skyward Sword did that a lot with the treasure.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It all depends on if you start it up again. At least with Twilight Princess, it was just the rupees. You know.
Next guard, I'm gonna make a joke, okay?
Yeah. This guy up on the catwalk watching TV for some reason. Not only TV, but he was watching Static.
Superhero Static Shock. Whoop whoop.
I remember that show.
That's a very good show. I'm gonna make a review of that someday. Okay. So.
Don't be afraid to root around in there. You gotta get your hand nice and deep.
Oh gosh.
So the spotlights in this game are also different. It's not, you know, like first time sets them off the alarm, second time they kill you. This time they just shoot at you.
Huh.
So, last key. I remember this job being a lot more annoying than it is. I don't know.
Must be the experience.
It is, probably.
Nice work, Sly. Now head for the control panel to slow down the fan.
Man, I had cup of noodle for the first time a week ago. Oh my gosh, it's so much better than the top ramen.
And of course, it's the old thing in video games where one key corresponds to one lock.
That makes sense.
And the keys are gone after you.
Looks like the
well,
fans have stopped.
I don't know.
But
Use
here
them
it
to get
makes
on top
sense.
of the main
Yeah, I guess.
chandelier and
Zelda,
insert
it does
that
not.
splice clamp.
Because, well,
The keys are interchangeable. Any key works with any lock.
yeah.
Which is what leads you to totally screw up in the Force Temple if you don't know what you're doing.
I'm overriding the spotlight security gun.
Did you have to hit everything on the
That
way
should
to
do
that
it.
thing?
No more security in the printing press room.
Sweet. So, that's step one of setting things up for the heist. Now, let's go to the next job.
Murray?
No, we'll do Sly's now.
You mean Bentley's?
No, Sly's. There were 2 Sly jobs and 1 Murray job.
Are we ever going to get a Bentley job?
Hey,
Yeah.
Sly, you can
Are they
be
few and
fucking
far
all the
between?
guards around
No,
the
no,
nightclub.
they balance them out just fine. It's just that they haven't done it for Bentley quite yet.
We can pop good stuff for a lot of coins back
So
here
let me
in the
guess,
state
Sly
house.
still can't swim.
Nope.
Drat. How about Sly 3?
Nope.
Darn. Sly 4?
The closest it gets is in Sly 1
With
when...
the water safety.
Yeah, he still drowns, it's just he doesn't take damage from it. And...
Hold it.
Oh no, it's the
Cooper.
fuzz!
Constable Neela. Another policewoman hot on my tail.
What is a constable?
Please,
I've never
I led
figured
you
that
here.
out.
So that Claw Gang slip was a clue. Why are you helping me out?
I'm not as black and white as Carmelita. I know what a menace those clockwork parts are. and
That would have been funny
I
if she
don't
was a
want the
Bengal
likes of the
tiger.
Claw Gang putting them to use.
Wait, is Bengal the
So
black and white
what?
one?
It takes a
I
thief
don't
to
remember.
catch a
Or is
thief.
it
I don't know much about it.
Whatever.
Something like that. But if I'm going to trust you in this case, I need to know that you
Uh,
can keep
they-
up.
They actually do this
Literally.
quite a bit.
Literally.
Do
Don't
what?
fall behind.
There's several jobs where you have to tail Neela like this.
You'll need it.
And she is overpowered as heck. She attacks everything with her weapon. And it's always a one-hit kill.
This reminds me of Spider-Man 2 with the,
Okay, so Sly needed the Thievius Raccoonus in order to do that, and Neela just jumped up and did it.
circuses would be out of a job if the raccoonists were the only people that could do it.
The Coopers, you mean?
Darn it, yeah.
Actually, in Europe, this game was, the series was called Sly Raccoon for some reason, not Sly Cooper. And now we're almost back to where we started. Thank you for leading me in circles.
Okay. What is she destroying anyway?
Everything.
I'm on a rampage.
Thank you for not killing the one guy that could call everybody. It's nice that she has this wonderful little fairy dust trail.
Crap.
It's okay. Okay, it's not okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
dang it.
close.
The circle went onto the pipe rather than the rope. That's what screwed me over.
Sly, hold down the R1 button to
It's just
run.
like Black
You'll
Cat's
need it
missions
to
in
keep up with
Spider-Man 2.
Constable Leela.
Those are ridiculous sometimes. That would be a fun game to LP. I may do that someday. Maybe I'll take a hint from Super Saturdays and like, no, I'm not gonna rip them off. Was she pushing you?
Yes.
Should you keep her there indefinitely if you didn't move?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be ripping off Land's gimmicks. I just rip off a little bit of everybody else. That's terrible. But
Oh, well, originality is about disguising your influences.
I mean, Peanut Butter Gamer introduced me to the cutaways and text. Well, Yeah, and the text on games, although Game Grumps blew the text thing out of the water. But man, Peanut Butter Gamer is still the only guy that does cutaways in his videos. So far, anyway. No, I technically do cutaways.
Thank you for once again not getting the guards, but getting everything else.
Do you think it's a set program?
No, I think it's just she was running by too quick and the items got in her way before the guards did.
So we passed the point?
Yep.
Good. Dang, these cats are not happy. But considering all these like more saw any pet-style animals and only anthropomorphic animals, I imagine that whatever was screaming was technically a sentient being just there.
Well done, Sly.
Whoa,
We
he
should
warped.
work well
Yep.
together.
Glad you approve.
We should work well together.
Now, legally, I can't enter Dimitri's nightclub without a warrant. But I happen to have obtained a key to his back door, which a person like yourself can use however he pleases.
Oh, we are absolutely going to work well together.
If it was Carlton Lassiter, he would have been like,
That job
huh,
inside the
there's something
disco will
flammable in there.
require my
That's what I like to call probable
Head
cause.
on back to the
Boosh!
safe
And just kicks down the door.
house. I should
Alright,
be
so
all
this is a
geared up
Bentley
in the
job.
field by the time you arrive.
So, here's another here's the thing of treasure. We're gonna take it back.
Fine art back to the safe
Nice.
house in one piece. We can sell it on CNET for a ton of coins.
So it's like evil eBay.
Yeah.
So, darn it, shouldn't eBay be eBay? How does that work grammatically? If you put two E's?
This
Like,
I don't know.
because, I mean, one E, why is it eBay and not eBay?
It's same thing with the iPods, not iPods.
Hip-hop. Well, I mean, there's two vowels though, so...
Yeah. Well, it goes E and then a constant B.
But then there's an A.
Yeah. So,
How did
hopefully
you-
we can get a gadget now.
Optimus Prime, how did you find me?
So, here's a little trick. Ordinarily, you have to sit here and wait for ThiefNet to come up, but you can activate it and then immediately go left to skip that.
Nice. So
Anyways,
how much we got?
424. We're gonna get the smoke bomb, which is probably the most useful item in the game.
I'm guessing with each new area you go to, you get more stuff you can buy.
Yep. So, should we do Murray's job or Bentley's?
I don't know. Which is harder?
I'm gonna say Murray's.
No, let's do Murray then.
All right. Okay, let's see.
Like, I swear, isn't Murray's like... He like just talks a little deeper and less goofy is all.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's sort of his change. You know, he's less goofy. He's just sort of, you know, brawler now. Still the lovable idiot.
Really?
Okay, Murray. That alarm horn will
Just
tip
more
off
useful.
Dimitri during our heist. There are 3 of them out here, and I need
Wow.
Look
you
how Bentley's
to
talking
take
really
them
slow.
out.
Yeah, it's condescending.
This is going to take some serious muscle, Murray. You're the
He only
guy
does
on
it for
the
that
team
one.
who can pull this
Good,
off.
because that's just mean.
Stop to pick things up.
I'm gonna guess that
Then
was
throw
just
that
like a
from the
little,
alarm
it wasn't
Good luck,
intentional.
pal. This could get
I don't
rough.
know. I noticed it a mile away.
First one's easy. Everyone after that, not so much. Ah, well, maybe not.
The purpose to have the alarm go.
It's so the alarm doesn't go off during the big jump.
Hope there's no security cameras in there.
Nah, security cameras are really... I don't think there's really any in this series. Okay.
Good old idea of anthropomorphized animal wearing a shirt but no pants.
Oh yeah, none of the Sly of the Cooper game wears pants.
I'm looking at you, Minnie Mouse. Oh wait, no, that's not it. She doesn't wear a top, which is even worse. Huh.
Okay, so let's see here. What is it? Okay. Now, here's a useful feature. Newspapers.
Dang.
Murray, if you want to break out of your combat stance, hold down the R1 button.
If you want to break out of your combat stance.
Yeah. So you stop strafing. Screw it, I'm gonna get that bomb.
I'm guessing Murray can't swim either,
Nope, none of them can. Even the turtle.
but he should be able to float.
I don't know.
Hey, I just realized something. In all of Mario, there's been Koopas, Goombas, Paragoombas, Paracoopas. Why has there never been any water variants of those two things?
I don't know.
I mean, sure you have the Cheep Cheeps and the Big Bertha and
What are the squid called?
and the Goopers and the Rip
Bloopers, that's it.
Bloopers, thank you. And the Rip Van Winkle fish.
Rip Van Winkle. That reminds me of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged.
So several of my friends said that
Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan is disgustingly gory.
It is.
Like, when we're talking gory here,
I've only seen the TFS's Attack on Titan Abridged, so I can't really attest to that.
do they cut a lot of the gore out or something?
Oh, heck no. They didn't do it for Hellsing Ultimate. Why did they do it for Attack on Titan?
So we're talking about triple R-rated, where bullet going through, bullet going out, and breakfast. I think that's what Strombat said.
You can watch the bullets go all the way through people, their stomachs, and their breakfast. Okay, so that was job done, so now we can move on to our last one before the heist, Bentley's job.
You know, if the word breakfast came from break fast, I wonder where lunch and dinner came from. And then there's supper.
I've never liked that term.
I've never liked it either.
It just sounds
Stupid? I don't know.
froofy.
It always confused me, because, like, when I'd read Little House on the Prairie, I'd hear them say, oh, what was it? Like, we work in the fields from morning to dinner. Oh my gosh! But turns out, dinner was like what they call lunch. And supper is what they call dinner.
That makes no sense.
Exactly.
Alright, so Bentley's turn. Bentley is, of course, the weakest of the lot, so...
But Bentley's got a gun. No, that's a grappling gun.
Crossbow.
Dang!
With tranquilizer darts.
So he's not morbid all the time. He's just racist against rats.
Now, he kind of went from
slimy.
just plain old the brains in the first game to specifically demolitions expert.
I'm sure that alerts the guards like crazy.
Yeah. Not if you do it right, though.
Oh, Bentley was going in to spit on him. Did you just...
Yep, I just drugged him and dropped a bomb on him.
Oh my gosh, that totally...
Oh, you should see what he does in Sly 3.
But that defeats the entire purpose of tranquilizer darts.
It's so that they don't move around.
True, but goodness gracious.
But yeah,
Bentley's
he has a more effective way of doing it in Sly 3. Let's see. Okay.
In the butt. Alright. You can't pickpocket either, can you?
No. Murray and Bentley can't. They can in Sly 3, though. It's not as good, but it's Sly. I mean.
I like these kind of games where they use the limitations of the systems with an art style that complements it, so you don't really notice. Like making everything angular, cartoony-like, really helps. Kind of like, unlike Banjo-Kazooie, which looks great, don't get me wrong.
And that is the usefulness of the sleep darts.
Boom! Rocket to the moon! I shouldn't quote that. I should, but I shouldn't. Ode to John.
Hey,
Okay, so
Bentley,
this
how
plan
you
is
holding up out there in
ridiculous.
the field?
Fine, I'm just fine. I just
He's
need
freaking
to
out.
bob all the pillars supporting that disco ball and I can get out of here.
Couldn't
What's
you
with
just
taking
bomb
out
the
the disco
string?
ball?
Its
You can't
impact
reach
will
that.
shake
Oh.
the nightclub's front peacock sign loose from its mooring. Look, I can't talk now. I
Look, if
gotta
it
keep
could
moving,
cause
keep
that
safe.
much of a quake that the peacock sign all the way out in the front would be affected by this, the entire building should come down.
Must be solid.
I have no idea.
All I know is it reminds me of Matt Pat's episode of Game Theory where he talks about Majora's moon falling. And I have to agree with him on the fact that the mass of the moon wouldn't be very much. But he did forget one thing. Like, he calculated that 36 joules would be the amount of energy from the moon falling.
36 joules?
Yeah.
You could probably do more than that just by riding your bike.
He was pointing out how slow the moon was falling and its mass. He didn't even, plus somebody recalculated all his math and said he got it wrong. It was actually 3.6 joules, counting camera angles in slow motion. But what nobody took in mind was that moon is hollow, so it would do even less damage. In fact, he was right to say that if the clock tower could take it, the moon would probably just land on top of it and just sit there.
Well, then it wouldn't be able to keep its balance, probably. It would just
Roll
roll off.
But it's not a very big moon. Somebody did the math, or he did the math. It's only like 50 times the height.
Well, let's say magic. Magic would make it more powerful.
Yes, it would. That's the one thing you're not taking into account. Like when Majora speeds it up,
Yeah.
or Skull Kid. I don't know. I like to think
Skull
they're in the
It's just it's Majora's Mask, but it's Skullkin wearing it.
Yeah, a lot of people like to connect Majora's Mask with its Willy and their mask.
I don't know. It's just Twilight Princess. I think it's quite clear that it's set after the events of Majora's Mask.
Yeah, it's just Termin is trippy because it's a parallel universe.
Yeah. I don't know. I love Majora's Mask. Second favorite
do.
game.
Dark as heck though.
Oh, that's why I love it.
If there's one thing I like, it's Four Swords Misadventures. It's just that kind of, I don't know, carefree style of a Zelda
all the way
universe.
back here at the safe house. And you were
Although,
right.
if there's one,
Peacock sign
I'd
had
have to
half
say,
of its bolts pop off on impact.
what?
The Peacock sign he said had half of its bolts pop off. Time for another slideshow.
Okay, fellas, the dominoes
Oh, my
are
eyes
all in
focused,
place.
dang you.
Time to pull up the big house. First,
Nice.
Murray will help me break into the old water tower. From there, I should be able to shut down the plaza fountain. Dimitri's sure to send someone out to get the repair truck. Sly, you'll pickpocket the truck keys off this guy once he shows up. Then hand them off to me and Murray in the plaza. We'll go steal the truck while you climb to the top of the nightclub's peacock sign. When you're in position, Murray will fire the truck's winch line up to you and will use it to pull down the sign. If my calculations are correct, the impact should create an entrance to the printing press room. Then, Sly,
Underground?
you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we all get the heck out of here.
So
But not
pretty-
before fighting the lizard guy, I'm sure.
Well, essentially the plan is get it in position so the peacock sign falls so they can jump in. So all of the so this is the final step of this world.
Hey, why does your health bar have the gap closed now?
That's because I got an upgrade. This is another new mechanic. This is the gadget grid. So I'm going to assign this to L1. This is called Smoke Bomb.
Tuh. I see, and that's the recharge time or how much you can use it.
Collecting health boosts it.
I see.
So yeah. Once I get upgrades for all the main characters, they'll all get their own little meter. Now, the the sleep darts actually have a they alert other guards, as you can see.
Whoa! I didn't want you to put the bomb down.
So, anyways,
Why are you Bentley right now? Oh.
this for some reason is a Bentley
Let's
job.
get to that water tower.
I guess it sounds like it's just Murray's just throwing his voice down a little bit. Is all.
Different performance for a different interpretation of the character. I'll mostly just leave this to Murray if his AI didn't screw up.
It was pretty bad right there. Almost, it was approaching.
So the guards can also throw dirt at you, which does like a sliver of damage. It's more annoying than anything else.
It seems that Murray's AI is beginning to approach cat levels.
Jump into my arms. I'll toss you up there.
They did this a couple of times in
Oh
the game.
dear. That's gonna hurt. Oh, you're in your shell, Bentley. Did he throw him while he was retracted in his shell?
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Let's see. I seem to remember this
I
being
need to
confusing
focus.
in...
What?
Which valves do I turn to divert water pressure from the plaza? To change the flow of water through a valve, I should press the circle button.
Okay, let's see here.
So, if you had to live in a Zelda universe, I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. A Zelda game, which one would it be?
Well, I don't know.
For me, it's like Ocarina of Time is so familiar and cozy in childhood memories, but Wind Waker just, I don't know, it seems the most light, carefree, and stuff to do.
There we go. I think you
Majora's
pretty
Mask
much. I
would
think
suck.
for that one, you just switch all of the terminals.
Does it get harder as
It's
it
off,
goes
all
on,
right.
probably?
They're
That's
already
the
sending
last
out
time you
the
did a
repair
puzzle
guy
like
to
that.
fix it up.
Oh,
Pickpocket the
So
key
that's the
and take
repair
his
guy who
repair
looks
truck
exactly
without
like every
me,
other guard.
please.
I think my basement's just colder than my upstairs. It's just,
Okay, so
Cold.
now we got a problem here. This guy has two guys coming with him.
so that means you have to take out the other two guys without him noticing.
That would be impossible if this was at this point in the game. So we just wait for them to pass him by.
Oh. And he's the one with the keys.
Yep.
I'm guessing that's what the glowing blue is for.
Yep.
Okay, head back to the fountain to make the exchange.
So you've been,
It's all you.
Let's
you
head
seen
out
any
for the
of
repair
that
truck.
new show on Fox, Almost Human?
Nope. Haven't seen
Really,
it.
really good. Like, I'd say it's like Ghost in the Shell live action, but it has more action than Ghost in the Shell ever did. I mean, you don't have the acrobatics that are impossible for
Okay.
actors,
and
but you do get some cool
I'll let Murray take care of him if that's his
futuristic
thing.
stuff.
I'll take the wheel. I know how to drive a stick shift.
That makes one
I
of
need
them.
to get in
Flashback.
position on top of the nightclub's peacock sign for phase 3.
Oh, so, huh? That was weird.
So yeah, sometimes the job will switch between different people's perspectives, so you can play the entire thing, even though characters are in different places at the same time.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, so at this moment, Bentley and Murray are off to the truck.
It wouldn't it be cool if they did exact, or if you like could walk over there and it did exactly what you did.
Yeah, that'd be cool. In Sly 3, they do this to a ridiculous extent in one job.
Great. Just driving up right now. Get ready to grab the tow harpoon.
Okay, Murray, you'll have to be careful not to hit Sly. Oh, Murray, you stabbed Sly right through the neck. Oh, everything's horrible. Can't you just imagine
There we
that
go.
happening?
Sly,
You know what
the
I'm
guards
saying?
are
Yep.
onto us. Protect the truck.
These guards are smart enough to attack the truck. It seems 9 times out of 10, it's like evil henchmen retarded henchmen.
Real henchmen henchmen are always retarded. That's why they're evil.
I saw the movie Mystery Men.
I've seen that.
In fact, I didn't know this for years, but a friend of mine, cousin, gave me, what's the name of the angry guy? Mr. Furious?
Yeah.
I had his goggles. I didn't even know it. She's like, here, you can have these. Okay, they're like, oh, my steampunk goggles. Turns out they're quite valuable. But then again, her dad's rich. Yeah.
I can normally do this one without getting the truck hit, but it's been a long time since I played this.
Yeah.
Behold the majesty of gravity and inertia.
That was real subtle, Billy.
Okay, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we're out of here.
We're a lot more efficient in this game when it comes to, like, we're almost to our first boss.
Yeah.
Then
And
again,
this one, I mean, it's not a platformer, so you know, there's a lot less dying and stuff.
That and the fact that, not to
Oh,
mention,
raccooners do this. Like totally
Do
bumming my
this.
house up and bringing me down.
I guess we did make
Very
our other parts
uncool.
shorter
Why
besides
can't
that
you
one
let
that was
birds
really
and
long.
bees be
Yeah.
free, bro?
Listen, Dimitri. You have no idea what you're playing with.
Oh,
bring more than
I
your
love
house
Dimitri so much.
Look, bro. I see that you are a tough
Why is he so
cowboy.
worried?
A man with taste, style, vision.
I mean, they're
a
just
connoisseur
tail
of
feathers.
finer
It's not
things.
like it's the
Like me.
conscious part
Look,
of
I'm sure that two
clockwork.
cats in a bag like us can work
It's
something.
they're doing something, and Dimitri's involved in it.
Look,
And Sly wants all the parts.
your life,
Man.
the money. You can
I
take
almost say
all
Sly
you
has the
want.
biggest
I
vendetta
can.
against Clockwork.
No
as
deal.
Clockwork has
You and the
against
rest
Sly.
of the Claw gang have to
But
be
then again,
stopped.
he did murder his
Clockwork
parents,
will never
so-
again see the light of day. Just hand over the tail feathers and we can...
See?
What is this with clocks, bro? Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I beam to you? You think you have juice? Don't show me a little mind when talking about such big things. You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine you.
I have no idea what you're saying. And your suit sucks.
Let's dance!
Ah, Dimitri's awesome.
Whoa, what the heck?
And he can teleport.
Shoot. I guess his brother Randall got invincibility and he got Ooh, that was pretty cool. So would you say the game is easier because of the, like,
It works. I mean, you know, it would have been really dumb if it hadn't been a life bar, but I mean, Sly 1 and Sly 2 are just two very different games. Ow.
I see they got rid of that hilarious face thing.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that. That was green containers or
Blocking shots. I think it's counterfeiting ink.
money in this day and age.
Oh yeah, I remember. He breaks his ring after a couple of shots.
In this day and age, it would seem that money is stopped happening as much as it is white.
And blue, by the looks of the $100.
People are checking to see if when they get it, like, I can't accept this.
Ah, dang it.
You died.
I died to Dimitri.
Greasy sweet.
Ew.
Greasy sweet is his catchphrase. Greasy sweet.
That's just nauseating.
Okay, so now that I remember how I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to wait for his ring to burn. Yeah, he shoots those little projectiles he shoots from the ring. Oh, I almost forgot. Spin attack!
Unless you haven't used that at all this whole time.
I forgot about it. It's not in Sly 1.
One thing I'm really disappointed they took out of it right here. It's there was an upgrade to hurricane speed.
An upgrade?
Yeah.
I think they need more than that.
You know how... Do you ever play some Metroid?
Yes.
You know how the Powerbomb was able to suck enemies
Yeah.
after you kill them? Hurricane spin can be upgraded to Vortex spin. where it would not only let you spin a minion, but it would draw enemies into your little vortex you create.
You know what I wish they didn't take out of Wind Waker?
The dungeons.
Yes.
I do too. Then we wouldn't have that horrible Triforce quest. I mean, yeah, it would have been
Yes.
It would have been more dungeons than any other Zelda game. But who cares? Where this is going.
Take clockwork feathers and my counterfeit in operation. It's past tense.
I'm doing you a favor. What kind of thief prints money? There's no honor in that.
You crackerbox.
He's not.
Look at how huge these things are, okay? See how huge they are?
Yeah.
Now look at them in this cutscene. I've never understood this.
My gang and I had done it.
So
The clockwork tail
What the
feathers were
bit
ours.
They're
Dimitri's
gold and they're
counterfeiting
tiny and...
operation was ruined.
What the... I'm guessing that they made this cutscene early
Due to
on in
the
development.
untimely arrival of Carmelita, my escape got a little tricky. Angry at having just missed me, she took it out on Dimitri, shutting down the nightclub and throwing the frustrated forger behind bars.
ouch.
The gang and I
That's
headed
a
out of
rough
town
place.
for a week in Monaco. Bentley wanted to try out his new
Monaco,
card counting
Spain?
formula, and I figured the team had earned themselves a well-deserved break.
You know, Monaco was going to be an environment in one of the Sly games. I think it was this one, but they cut it at the last minute.
Thought it was too close to France or something.
No, they just... Monaco, I feel like they always wanted to do something there, but it just never really panned out.
Kind of like the Vegas ripoff of the whatever his name is. In Sly 1.
Oh, Mugshot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just do it in Vegas? Utah, you can't even gamble in Utah.
Yeah. So, now we go on to our next area with the new boss. Now, Dimitri was kind of an odd case in which he
Another
was only
clockwork
over
part had
one
surfaced
episode.
in India.
The next three
So the
villains
boys
we're
and I
going to be seeing
loaded up the
them
van and
over the
zeroed
course
in
of
on our
2
next
episodes each.
A mysterious spice lord
Really?
known as
Yep.
Rajan.
So yes,
A
next 6
self-made
episodes we'll
man
be
who
seeing 3
grew up
villains.
poor on the streets of Calcutta, he started his life of crime selling illegal spices in the black market, eventually growing his small outfit to a sizable operation, and earning himself a seat in the prestigious Claw Gang.
How
He's
can a
since crowned
spice
himself
be illegal?
Lord of the Hills,
Oh.
and while he goes to great lengths to convince others of his royalty, it's mostly to
Apparently
convince
there's a
himself.
drug called spice, but heck if I know what it is.
True to form, he's holding a lavish ball in his newly purchased ancestral palace. The reason? To show off his latest acquisition, the clockwork wings. The symbol of my enemy. If you saw the wings silhouetted against the night sky, it was already too late for you, especially if your name was Cooper. Rajan believes displaying the wings will bring him prestige,
They're really
and
upgrading
maybe they
the
will,
animations in these.
but they're also bringing me.
I mean, it's still limited, but I like it. It's like a motion comic book.
That's the thing they were going for.
I need to read me the motion comic book of the Extremis Iron Man armor. Tony Stark's voice is done by Jason Griffith, and it actually is pretty good.
I really like this episode.
Was that Carmelita?
Yes.
Oh no.
So yeah. Now you're going to notice that we're going to be in very dark environments for quite a while. Well, I can tell. I think episode 6, and it kind of gets annoying after a while. So let's see what's on ThiefNet. Okay,
Combat
size
dodge.
destabilizer, pointless. That one's actually pretty good.
Turnbuckle.
Higher jump and combat dodge. That was okay. We'll just have to see.
Sly, scope out the
Was
power.
Sly in
Yeah, that'll
double
find a
lotus
way to
position? Or
break
full
into the
lotus
closet.
position?
Let's
I think
find
half
out
lotus
who
actually is
that
what it was.
are.
Full lotus. I don't know how anybody can do that with their body.
Okay, hold on.
So, how far are we in this part anyway?
I think we're about half hour. Hold on, let me
With the
check.
drawbridge up, the only way across that
Okay.
river is on those
We'll do this one
conical
job and then
rocks.
we'll call it a part.
Yeah.
Do you remember how
What? You think I'd forget one of the Cooper family's greatest thief moves? Whenever I'm near pointed objects, I just need to jump and hit the circle button to perform a ninja spire landing.
So once again, we still have the spire jump from Sly 1.
Hey, you know what sequelitis is, right?
Yeah, of course I do. I love sequelitis. Oh, you mean Ego Raptor's little thing, or just the concept of sequelitis?
Ego Raptor's the only guy who does it.
Well, I mean, sequelitis is a term.
It is?
Yeah, it's when a sequels get worse.
Oh.
That's why he named it that.
I see. He sure didn't for Mega Man X.
So these are the this environment's version of the flashlight guards.
Silver Ring, let me guess. For some reason, get you more money.
I don't remember. I really didn't do a lot of pickpocketing in the other one. When I play this normally, I'll get all the bottles in every environment, but this time
just
I
like you did last time.
Yeah.
That'll mean.
But I'm skipping them this time.
Shoot, does that mean you need to take my memory card with you?
Perhaps.
That's fine.
I think you can get through it without anything.
Because to be honest, I don't know. I just got the PS2 to play Dance Dance Revolution since I have those giant metal pads. I'm really skeptical about Infamous Second Son. I mean, why change your main character? I mean, is it going to be a prequel, or it just... I don't know anything about it. It's just... I just don't like... It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z syndrome. How Goku, like... I don't know, it's just... By the end of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, you just have so many extended family that just kind of makes you feel like,
plenty of branches for me to walk on.
the mortality of things just is really weighty.
Yeah. Okay, and dead.
What was that onomatopoeia? Patow? Huh. Some cool physics. Loading screen. I can't believe how long they had PS2 games made.
And you should remain undetected. Looks like the wings have been welded onto that statue.
Huh.
They
Really
look
need to take
heavy.
pictures of both
Getting the
wings?
wings out of here will be a real challenge.
Shouldn't Sly try to be happy that all the parts of Clockwork are not together?
Well, who knows what the clogging's going to do with them.
We do know one guy's doing it as a profiteering money-making racket, the other guy's using it as decoration.
Sly just wants to make sure that they don't... Well, there's another guy who's got a far more nefarious plan.
So somebody has to have his head.
What the?
Did you just throw down a smoke bomb?
Yes.
Oh no. Inopportune fart.
I'm trying to... Oh, right. The Binocucom is R3 now, not R1. I forgot that.
If you ever see a copy of Star Wars Pod Racer Revenge, let me know.
I know.
Because, well, I really want to play through that. Because Pod Racer 1, I'm stuck on Abyss. That mother trucking level is just absurd.
That could be useful.
So this camera function on the Binocucom only happens when you're in one of these reconnaissance jobs. There's one job in particular where the camera gets very annoying.
So, what are your... I know you weren't, wait. You were gonna leave in January, right?
Yeah.
So, what are your, Christmas thoughts?
What do you think? What do you mean?
Like, you know, anything you want in particular?
I'm getting Wind Waker HD and Sonic Lost World and some new earbuds.
Nice.
That's all I've figured out right now. So I just took a picture of the Contessa, and she comes into play later.
Contessa?
Yep.
The only Contessa I know is the barefoot Contessa.
Yeah, he also comes in later.
Oh, those are the three. Okay.
Well, the Contessa is actually a part of the police force.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is a Contessa?
A female version of a count.
Arpeggio specializes
what?
in exotic technology.
You know, there's a count and then there's a countess.
Oh.
So we also took a picture of Arpeggio.
Countessa. Oh, that makes sense.
He's another member of the Claw
What
Gang.
the heck is he?
He's a parrot, but he's also an engineering genius.
Carmelita's here too. She must be undercover with the Contessa to help bust Rajan.
Is Contessa the...
Contessa was the spider.
Ah.
Okay, and then Jean Bisson was, we saw him a minute ago. He's another villain.
Whoa, careful. There's a guy right there.
Yeah, I know.
Another
And-
officer undercover. Watch yourself, Sly. This party is crawling with cops.
So, besides Rajan, we've got Jean Bisson and Arpeggio, both members of the Claw Gang. We got Contessa, Carmelita, and Mila.
At least Neela kind of doesn't really matter as long as if she were to catch you by yourself. If she were to catch you in front of the others, she wouldn't be able to help you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she's mostly just using me to
wings
help
in the
her
middle
with
of
her
a crowded
aims in the
ballroom
police
is
force,
going
so
to take some serious misdirection.
given the chance,
And the
she'd take
squad
me
of
down.
undercover cops only
Whoa,
makes things
that's the
more
Contessa. She's
complicated.
creepy.
Although, we might be able to use them to our advantage. But no matter what we do in the ballroom, sooner or later we'll need to deal with Rajan's security chopper. Murray can take it out with some of the local armaments, but he won't be able to get inside the palace until Sly lowers the drawbridge for him.
That's an absurd-looking helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
So-
a porta potty.
I think we'll call it a part there. So see you next time in part 3 of Sly 2. See you later.